Hey Alt Personas fans, it's been a long time since I put out a video or anything on this channel. So, the first thing I want to put on this is I decided a lot of people sometimes ask me how I come up with original characters, how I come up with voices, and how I come up with a bunch of things. So I'm going to start doing a series on that and dissecting each character, their basis, and how I come about their voices and their mannerisms and their speech. So today's episode is one of my favorites to do, Sid Sasinski. So Sid came about when I was little. I would always wear fake glasses while I read, because I saw my grandparents do it. I saw some friends of mine with glasses put glasses on to read, and I just was like, hey, I want to do this too. So I put on a pair of fake glasses every time I would read. And he's basically based off of that stereotypical nerd in every high school movie. Like every movie that has a nerd in it, there's always that stereotypical nerd that has the glasses. The suspenders, I'm not wearing them now, but the suspenders, I don't know, I just feel like suspenders add to nerdiness. His voice, actually, I have the original prop I used in order to get the Sid Sasinski voice. I've since mastered it without, I used to do the Sid Sasinski voice with my retainer in. Because if you put it in, you roughly sound like Sid Sasinski without even doing the voice. You have a lisp. So I decided to keep the lisp in. Yeah, I fucking hate putting that thing in. So I basically just learned how to do that without putting the retainer in. So his voice basically sounds like a kid with a retainer in his mouth. That's really the only basis for his voice that I really did. But I still kicked his voice out to give it that nasally quality that my voice doesn't have with the retainer. And my voice with the retainer in kind of sounds a bit more like this. But with Sid, I brought it up the octave and I was able to give it that more nasally quality. And yeah, so that's Sid Sasinski. Like I said, he's based off of he's actually based off of some people I knew growing up. I knew a lot of people. He's based off of me in many ways. He's based off of my nerdy side. I mean, I have bookshelves of books, and I have a shelf of pop culture stuff and a Back to the Future poster. So, I mean, Sid is very based off of my nerdy side. I think all my original characters are exaggerations of myself in a certain way. Like how Sid is an exaggeration of my nerdy side. Drew is an exaggeration of my music background. Ivan is just a Russian, stereotyping my Russian background. Brad is the surfer, skateboarder part of me. Anthony is the sportsy type of me. Like, all of them are all extensions of me, and they all come from either, like I said, either people I knew or the subconscious of my mind. Like I said, the glasses came about from me wanting to wear glasses as a kid. Like, as a kid, I wanted to wear, like, I wanted glasses to the point in, like, 2nd grade, I purposely tried to fail a vision exam, which is extremely bad, and I don't recommend you do. But, yeah, that's one of the stories on, yeah, so that's why I gave Sid glasses, also to give him that more nerdier look. And yeah, so that's how I created Sid Sasinski. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll be back next week with a video on Drew Morrison.